our operation for next year as we always do. And what I would like to do is we might as well just start at the right and work down, and the individual directors can tell you, number one, who they are and what their message to all of you on this final night of Anthrocon is. Let's start with Mr. Ronnie.
Hey Anthrocon, how's it going? I hope you all had a wonderful convention, and as Dr. Conway there introduced, my name is Ronnie and I am your Director of Digital Services here. I oversee everything that has to do with the website, with social media, with our community platforms and community messaging. Really, if it happens on the internet, it probably goes through my team and I. I'll keep it really short. I hope all of you share of all your memories, all your moments, all of those special things that happened at Anthrocon to all of the social media that you were on. Of course, we have our platforms like X, formerly known as Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Blue Sky, and so on and so forth. There's far too many to name, but keep on sharing it, and it's a very valuable source of information for us because, believe me when I say we do read it and we do want to improve based on what you tell us. And speaking of improvement as well, there's another thing I'd like to call out, which is every year we release a feedback survey to all registered attendees. And it's very, very important that everybody here and watching, if you're watching from your room, that you fill out this feedback survey, not only just for Anthrocon, but for the David L. Lawrence Convention Center as well. Because without this feedback, we won't be able to tell how we should grow to serve you better for future conventions. So my message to you all is, please, if you want to see this convention getting better and growing in the right directions, please, please, please fill out that feedback survey when it's sent out, which will be within a week's time from the convention's ending. But other than that, I will say that it has been an absolute honor to be able to serve you all, and I truly, truly hope you had the time of your lives here at Anthrocon this year.
Thank you, Ronnie. I'm Jen Talon. I'm the AV director, so
I'm gonna die.
So first of all, do you guys like the new stage setup this way?
Yeah.
How do you do that next year? Okay, so first of all, I mean, I usually say the same thing every year. I can't do this job without my AV team. So everyone, front of house, look behind you, over there. Thank you, right there, right there. They're the ones who do this work here and make sure we all have fun. I just.
We love you, Kenny.
Thank you, Freeze. I love you too. But from there, I'm gonna hand it over.
Hello there all. So I'm Talon. I'm the Director of Operations, kind of oversee the staff in general, head counts and whatnot, and our volunteers. We had over 300 volunteers sign up, and that's just volunteers, and just as many staff. That's over 600 people who are just hiding in the background trying to make this happen. I would like to hear a big round of applause for every staff member that is working on this. They do so much. They just buzz around in every direction. Thank you. I know that they appreciate that. So we do vet our volunteers. If you wish to volunteer next year, the new form will be on anthrocon.org probably in a month or so. If you feel you have a couple hours and you happen to be attending, please, by all means, sign up, give us a few hours without our volunteers. We are all volunteers on this stage and out in the background. It is a volunteer organization. Without them, this literally could not exist. So we definitely want to thank them whenever we get a chance. Give them a hug, give them a thank you. And of course, there's also other hidden departments like the DLCC's exhibition partners and my logistics crew. So we'll take care of that. Another thing. So you all bounce around so a lot and you drop a lot of things. So many things. We found some of them. So we handle lost and found over in 309 convention operations. We've been doing that all weekend. Some of you may have come and gotten some things. So we're going to be able to probably fulfill some of that for the next hour or two as we box things up. However, when we eventually have to leave town, it's gonna be a couple of days until we can get back with you on those requests if we have not rejoined you with your items. Crucial travel items such as driver's licenses, keys, passports, all that kind of stuff, debit cards, those will be left specifically with the Weston's front desk crew. So that way, it doesn't, drive home with us. That way, we want to make sure you can get home safely and securely. If you come across an item and you want to describe it to us, before we get the socials out, you can email us, and correct me if this one's wrong, lostandfound@anthrocon.org. Provide a detailed description, certain color of a thing that does a thing. If you have a picture of that item, please attach it. It makes it a lot easier to compare it to our records. And if you have any other general information that the survey does not cover, our general mailbox is info@anthrocon.org. I'll direct it where it needs to go from there, but there's a whole list of email addresses on anthrocon.org under Contact Us. You can pick the right department, and we'll see if we can get back with you. Once again, thank you very much, and we'll look forward to taking care of you next year.
Good afternoon, I'm Peter Catt, the art show director. 2 years ago, our esteemed chairman sent me an email saying, before too long, we're going to need to expand the dealer's room. What do you think about moving the art show upstairs to a bunch of meeting rooms on the riverside? And I was very doubtful at the time, so we went back and forth and we looked at plans and tried things, and last year we did sort of a mock-up of how it would look, and I fell in love with it. So here we are, where we look like an art gallery now. How many of you went up to the art show and looked at it and enjoyed it? Yes, thank you. So we are very grateful for all of that, and the artists love it. And it's a little bit of a strain on the staff because of how things are stretched out, but we made it work, and I give kudos to my staff and all the volunteers who helped us make it happen, and we love it, and we're looking forward to doing that for the foreseeable future. Thank you.
I'm Tiger Wolf. I've been at every single one of these except for one, which was last year, when I made the mistake of setting foot in a hospital not feeling too well, and their response was, "You're not leaving the building." So I spent the weekend from a bed watching what I could and listening to what I could on the internet. This year I'm back. A lot of changes have happened. Still trying to figure out my way. But typically my job has been a technical one. I work with the internet providers directly to be sure that the wires do what they're supposed to do and go where they're supposed to go. And hopefully that worked out pretty well this year from all I can tell.
I'm the Foxish. I am the director of the dealer's room and all of its associated areas, the bodega, and to an extent the artist alley. We made some really big changes down there, literally and figuratively, and some of it worked, some of it didn't, but we have some plans for you all next year too. Hope you enjoyed your shopping experience. I liked seeing all the people come through, look at all the wonderful stuff that our fandom has to offer for you. There's some incredibly creative, incredibly talented people out there, and it's just beautiful to see that all come together like that. One gigantic marketplace of furry fandom's finest, really. So I would like to say, and I've forgotten to do this for a couple of years, this would not work without my team, who are downstairs right now in Hall C helping dealers load out and clear that room up. My assistant directors, Kess and Ryan. This would not work without them. Absolutely not. They are the finest people I have ever had the privilege of working with. So I just want to send a shout out to them. And we will see you next year. We have some stuff lined up.
Hi everyone, everybody calls me KP. I'm your Public Outreach and Public Relations Director. There are a lot of parties that help make Anthrocon a little bit more special and get the word out. we have to thank, all of us here need to thank Molly Evans at Visit Pittsburgh, who helps arrange a lot of the niceties that you guys get. Also, we have started a new partnership with the Pittsburgh Downtown Partnership. And they will be having other businesses on both Penn and Liberty working with us for more discounts and a lot of other additional services in the upcoming years. Some of the distinguished businesses of Pittsburgh that we want to acknowledge. We want to thank the Harris Theater for the screening of The Secret of NIMH. Yeah. We want to thank the Carnegie Science Center for offering us discounts to the Science Behind Pixar event. And we want to thank the National Aviary for offering discounts. They are a former charity of ours, which we'll get to in a moment. Also, special mention to Pizza Parma for the sticker box pizza boxes. But we don't want to leave out any of the other restaurants all along Penn and Liberty and in the area. So we definitely want to thank each and every one of them. Couple of quick notes before we move on. There are you guys leave lots and lots of business cards and flyers and all kinds of neat advertisements for fun things. But there's a lot of them. If you happen to see stacks of them on tables or benches or chairs or anywhere, could you please pick them up, especially if they're yours, and deposit them either in a trash receptacle or take them home with you. That would help the convention center a lot, and it would make them like us a lot. There are some special fursuiters that I want to thank. The fursuiters who helped us, if any of you saw the segments on Pittsburgh Live in our press conference, they came in a day or two early to help us with those. And a special thank you to one specific fursuiter who helped with both. If Aurora happens to be in the house, could you stand up for a second? If you happen to be.
Don't look at me.
Okay, Aurora is back there. This is Aurora's first time fursuiting here. Aurora was able to represent the trans community on television for us. And they sent a very nice note thanking the entire staff, to everyone on the board who did not hear it and every staff member. Aurora said, "We make it look easy." That is a very kind statement, and it's really wrong. It's hard. But thank you. That was a very, very kind statement. I do want to thank all of our volunteers and staff. We do have 3 departments under my name. The press or PR department. They deal with all of those crazy cameras that were running around, and they were stretched really thin because they just kept coming and coming. I want to thank all of them. I want to thank our VIP relations department. They are the ones who are taking care of all of our returning guests this year, including Sergeant Wansan, Kiki Flipnote, Bill Holbrook was in the art and dealers area. There's so many of them that were here. Sudhir, I can't even list them all, there were so many. Thank you to the VIP relations team. And finally, and there was also our translators who stepped in at the last minute to help with Japanese. There is one other department, and I'm going to pass the microphone over to someone else that's under my area. That is the charity department. And I think they have some numbers to talk about and to introduce the charity. Stormy is ill, so in Stormy's place, Coda, is going to give you an introduction and some information.
All right. Hey, everybody. I'm Coda. I'm second in command of the charity team. We've done a lot of wonderful work this year. I just really want to thank our team for providing so much support in helping out our charity this year, Great Paws Sanctuary. Charities I've worked with so far. All of their volunteers have been incredibly active They've enjoyed every moment of it. I've seen them running around the fursuiters having just as much fun as anyone else here at the convention. The energy they've brought has been phenomenal. And the work they do helping save old dogs from horrible fates is just truly phenomenal and commendable. And I am beyond pleased to report that this year for Grey Paws Sanctuary, we have raised a total of $91,000.
Wow!
No! I have lost my voice! We have set 3 new records this weekend at 3 different panels. This has been one of the most insane charity drives we've ever seen. We're going to do it. This could be the first con with audience only, not from the con, that hits 6 figures. Guys, one more time for charity. Boxes are coming around and you two shut the hell up till we get you 6 figures. The boxes are
It's happening, Jimmy!
Come on, Jimmy! No, that's not enough tears yet. You
I don't have any, I'm sorry.
If you do not have cash, look on the
Oh my
back
God.
of your badge. There is a QR code that will allow you to make a donation online.
Guys,
Let's see if we can do this.
let's see if this can happen. This would be one of the strangest and most coveted records in the fandom. Don't we think Anthrocon deserves it? We will be back out in a little bit with a new total. Guys, let's hear it one more time for your board of directors.
I can't donate something. They better hit their 6 figures, Jimmy. They better. I'm not giving
That's a lot of energy to follow behind. Alright, so everyone, I'm Miss Sarah.
Yippee! Yippee!
9-1, that's our stuff. Need a microphone for that.
Yippee!
All right, let us talk now.
So I'm Miss Sarah. I am the publications director, and I wrangle our staff artists and help with the signage and the publications that get you guys from point A to point B around the convention, as well as wrangling our lovely badges. And we definitely hope that you have appreciated the QR codes and the fact that we flipped the back of the badge upside down this year so that it was easier for you to read.
I didn't even notice that. Yeah!
I would like to say, we hope also that you really liked the introduction of Anthrocon at opening ceremonies this year. And I would like to thank that team, Puma, who did the avatar colorations and world building, Photographer, who was our video producer and director,
Oh my God! Look at him go.
our voice actor Tater Vader, and Roxy Cat, our body tapping actor. I have your names, guys. You are now my staff and you cannot say no. I would also like to thank Sue Deer for the lovely artwork on the badges and our t-shirts. For anybody who was questioning it, the Pittsburgh is actually spelled correctly on the t-shirt. It is a reference to an old amusement park in Pittsburgh called Luna Park.
Yep.
And so we created a Luna Park in Pittsburgh. I'd also like to thank Cybertech Fox and her wonderful work with all of our coupons and our bus schedules and all of that. and Moth Monarch for the wonderful, wonderful artwork for our friends at Anthrocon. They have been doing an amazing job with this. And I would also like to thank Johnny for helping us out, and my wife, who is our accessibility coordinator, Morgan, for keeping me sane throughout the year. If you guys would like to participate in our advertising or our con book going forward, please drop a line to publications@anthrocon.org and let me know.
Hi, everybody. Hi. Some of you know me, many of you don't. I am Sparf. I am the events director this year. Which, broadly speaking, means that I am responsible for trying to schedule all of the events, panels, and everything that is entertainment or informational in terms of people inside this building and over at Western Gaming, also for me, all of those things. Did you guys have a good time with all the events and stuff? That is fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Several of those charity panels that Alkali mentioned were put on the schedule in coordination with me. We had a record-setting number of players in our charity poker tournament this year. We had 103.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. I won't go into the specific numbers on the panels, but the comedy panels that we had absolutely smashed all prior records. I think one of the panels made more this event for charity than it has made the entire time they've been doing it. Events does not run by itself. I have a lot of staff supporting me in my department and everywhere else. We touch on every area of the convention, basically. We touch on charity, publications, safety, registration. We touch on operations. We touch on art show, the jazz combo that was in the dealers and artists reception. Those people were brought through me because they are a part of the programming of this event. It's absolutely sort of a spider web throughout the convention, and if you want to see some sort of programming, some sort of event, we would like to know what you would like to see. You can email that, either you can put it in the staff, in the attendee survey. You can email it to events@anthrocon.org. But I will tell you, the best way to get the kind of programming at a convention that you want is to run it. We can only put on the stage what people submit to us. If there is a specific type of meet and greet, a specific type of panel you're looking for, and you are capable of running it, submit it. If you are a subject matter expert in some type of area of the fandom, like art, and aren't a dealer in the dealer's room and busy all the time and are good at scheduling, we might need a track lead, someone who can coordinate all of those panels. If you want to help out, the best thing to do is to volunteer and to offer to staff. We can't run without you people. We can't run all this by ourselves. And if you want to keep having the best and most wide variety of content available at any convention in this fandom, let's make it happen.
Woo!
Hi, I'm one of the newer faces.
Yippee!
It was not me to start with. Hi, I saw all of you this weekend. I am your registration director, Nuclear Space Cat.
Woo! Woo!
I got some fun numbers. First, I would love if you guys would space out when you show up at Reg, because Thursday got kind of nutty, didn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, some fun history is the last time that we had this convention on these dates, it was July 4th through 7th in 2013. And we had 5,523 people.
Wow.
We got a couple more this year. There's a few more of you this time. Do you want to know that number?
Yeah!
Okay, here we go.
Drum roll! Look at that fly. Look at that fly. Go. Keep going.
There are 17,000.
Oh my God! Woo! Wow! Holy shit!
A lot of you. But I'm so glad you're all here. It was great to see every single one of your badge names. They are hilarious. And some of them were a little naughty. We may have to change them. That's okay. We can do that. But thank each and every one of you for coming. And if you want to make Reg move smoother next year, as Spark was saying, please volunteer. I need so many more bodies to get so many more bodies in this building. Thank you so much for coming.
Yeah, that number made my head hurt. My name's Humphrey. I am one of the newest board of director members for the safety division for Anthrocon for this year. I would first like to start off by thanking now that I know the number, the 45 staff that I had to be able to protect all of you this year. Last year we were in the transitional phase with 10, really on roster, and now this year we had 45, which is all done by the staff themselves by going out and doing it. I'd like to start off by thanking my second in command, Isu. He's been an absolute wonderful help, and he deals with numbers better than I do, so he's awesome. My other two assistant directors, my lovely wife, Sharp, and Clementine, they are both fiery and small and will hurt you. I love them. I also have 3 team leads. It's going to be Wolvaka, Tyranny, and Phelan. So I actually had to branch down into 3 different sections to wrangle all of you, which is awesome. And then I would like to also go and just very quickly, thanks to Shannon, Brian, Abby, and Miss Jen of the DLCC that have been helping me. Let's give one huge round of applause for the folks from DLCC. I would also like to thank the Allegheny County Sheriff's Office. Now, these guys were actually, come to find out, were bickering among themselves to come hang out with us. I have several of the officers that have come to me and said, never in my life had I ever thought I would wear my uniform and wear a tail or ears at the same time. And for those of you in the block party that took photos with the Pittsburgh supervisor vehicle, it's all on camera and they love it. Their dash camera was still going when y'all were taking the picture, so really awesome. So I also want to send a big thank you to not only the board of directors for backing me up being so new with this, you all have mentored me completely and my team to make it so that these 17,000 plus attendees make it home and understand they have a great time. Thank you again from the bottom of my heart and from all my staff. Let's give one round of applause for all these guys here. And I know I'm running out, but one more thing. Thank all of you. Some of you actually came up during these medical calls that we were dealing with during these last few days. I had everything from flight surgeon doctors to paramedics that are just congoers that were coming up and offering their services to make sure all of you were safe. Give yourselves one of the biggest round of applause because you deserve it.
One last bit of info from events. You all saw how long and arduous the first Super Parade was this year and how colorful and bright and awesome everybody was in it, right?
Yeah. Woo!
That parade had 3,371 of you in it.
Woo!
Also on the topic of fursuits, we want to thank one special person who did the artwork for our fursuit tags who could not even be here. To Yippee Coyote out in California, thank you so much for that great artwork. Thank you for doing that artwork.
Anthrocon, of course, we are a volunteer-run organization, but we get so much assistance from so many other agencies around the city of Pittsburgh and from afar. We definitely want to give a very warm and loving salute to sign language interpreting professionals who have been making sure everyone is able to enjoy Anthrocon this weekend. Lauren's down there. All of our 22 partner hotels who have promised me they're going to see about getting us more rooms next year.
Yeah!
APA Expo Services that set up that fursuit parade for you, and Teamsters Local 249 who kept everything moving. Some of the executive staff of far-flung conventions, the executive leadership of Eurofurence was here, the executive leadership of Brazil Fur Fest were here. They were all working the reg system for us. That's what I love, that we cooperate this community. There are so many people to thank, and I do not mean to discount anyone's contributions if we do not mention you specifically up here. It's just we'd be here all night long if we thanked everybody individually. But I do want to recognize one specific individual who
Me and 8 other people have been counting. I'm fat and I'm tired and I ran. And one of you better have $500. Because that's what we need. $500, and we have a 6-figure audience-only donation to the charity, which we think is the first ever thing for a furry convention.
Wow.
Come on! Up to the stage! I'm angry and fat and I have a cane! Mark down another 50!
Oh my god. It's fucking happening.
Mark down another 100!
Come on! 5 months.
Mark down another 2!
Holy shit.
Mark down another 100!
Oh my god.
Mark down another 50!
We're gonna do it. We're actually gonna do it.
Mark another 100!
Wow. We're gonna do it. Ah!
Mark down another 200!
Oh my god! Woo!
Jesus Christ, alcohol counting! Mark down another shit, that's 250! Mark down 250!
Oh my god, we did it! Woo!
Mark down another 100!
Oh my goodness. We fucking did it. It keeps on going. Yeah.
What down on the floor?
Woo.
100, not 400, not $4, so not cheap. Not 200. Okay, keep doing, but I'm stopping work this shit down. I'll be back.
Holy shit! Woo!
This is Darla. She works with Gray Paw Sanctuary. Darla, we'd like to let you say a few words about becoming Anthrocon's first attendee-only donation of over $100,000.
I don't even know what to say. I do want to know, does this mean that we can come back next year for free? We've had such an amazing time. Everyone here has been so generous. And I don't know if you heard the story, at one point our little square reader disappeared from the table. And we had vendors running over, here, you can use our square, you can use our square. Customers like you guys were just coming over to the table, how can we help? Where do you think it's at? Where can we look? Just everyone is just, and it did come back, someone just accidentally picked it up with their stuff. But it was just a true example of how everyone is so kind here and so committed to helping this charity, and not just this year, but every year. And I came here hoping, you know, we were talking like 60, we'll be happy with 60,000, because we know you did a great job with Rabbit Wranglers last year. But all of the things that this board did, like all the extra activities that were put together to generate funds, is really what put us over this mark. You know, if we had just come here, you guys had just, you know, given us money, we probably would have hit that 60. But it's all the extra work that all of the Anthrocon people did that we just can't even thank you all enough. And then your generosity, your money just came in toward us, and we just love it. And we can help more dogs. And so during the week, you know, we constantly get emails from people that need help. And I said yes to every single request, because I didn't have to worry about the money, you know, that was going to be there for the loyal family or for that dog that, you know, maybe was a little younger than our criteria. And we do make case-by-case decisions like that. And it was just so wonderful to be able to do that. So I don't know. And I got my husband on stage. A lovely person asked me, you know, what advice did I have if someone was going to try and start a rescue and do something like we're doing? And it just clicked in my brain, and I said, you got to make sure you have the right partner, because it can go really south if you are trying to do something and the person that you're partnered with doesn't want to do it or isn't fully on board. And I could not ask for a better partner in this. And I just love it.
And a special shout out to the ones standing here, Alkali Bismuth and Boozy Badger, who ran themselves to exhaustion and silence nearly to help that effort. Guys, you done good.
Boozy's like, how you guys to get out of it? Oh my god.
Now, I do want to ask, is Jen Carter in the room? Is she lurking at the back? She probably ran herself to exhaustion too. We're working on improving our registration lineup for next year. I'll take the blame for that, because in 2023 it seemed to work pretty good. And Jen said, how do you want it set up? I said, do it exactly like last year. And well, that didn't quite work out as well as we thought it would. And I said to her, Jen, I don't know what more we can do. And her answer to me was, stand aside, I'll fix it. I'll put my faith in Jen. For next year, that's gonna rock. I can guarantee you that. Couple final reminders. You are still on Anthrocon standards of conduct while you're still here in Pittsburgh. We all want you to have a good time tonight, but please do it safely. Don't break anything. So far, I haven't gotten any bills. The staff is going to be having a meeting on the roof, so if you can avoid that for a little bit. One thing we are doing, we are having a dance in here that we'll be setting up for as soon as I shut up. We are still having the Allegheny Ballroom in the Westin open, but since we're having the dance here, let's keep the Westin quiet. We're not going to have any music over there. That's for people to socialize and talk to each other. Why was that decision made? Because my room is right above it.
Sam, there was one other party that we forgot to thank.
Oh, who would that be?
On behalf of the board of directors and everyone at Anthrocon, ladies and gentlemen, Sam Conway, the chairman and CEO of Anthrocon.
Because I don't think the crowd realizes, Uncle Kage, your chairman of 25 years for Anthrocon.
Honestly, I just signed the checks. These guys, director staff, who do the actual work. You see anybody wearing the yellow badges? They're the ones deserve your thanks. But it was nice to get that round of applause. Thank you very much. So, since there's nothing else on my list, except...
Actually, nothing else on your list, but you mentioned something that I think everybody's wondering, which is next year. Well, if we're going to come back next year, do we know when we'll be back next year?
Yes, we do. Our dates for next year are...
July 3rd to 6th, 2025, yet again on the 4th of July weekend.
Do we happen to know what next year's theme is?
Yes, we do. Next year's theme is Deep Sea Adventures. We have been invited
The shuttles will be within the theme.
We are going to be making some changes next year, doing our best to streamline the operation, doing our best to make this an even better Anthrocon experience for all. So stay tuned. You'll find out soon enough what those changes will be. Anything else? Yes, Mr. Humphrey.
Just a note for tonight, because we have, like the chairman said, we have moved everything into here because we want you to have a good time, and I'm really tired of him complaining to me. What we will be doing is making sure to please have your badge. I know usually that's something where we allow it to kind of work with it, but due to the fact we're still in DLCC property, if you can still continue to have your badge, even though we're going to be over officially, but it'll help us keep everybody safe, and that's my number one concern. Thank you guys in advance.
I stayed that whole time. Nice.
Splendid's fucking forehead is so damn big.
And at this point,
look at this
we
pitch.
want to thank you all. We hope you had a good time. Anthrocon 2024 is closed for now. Enjoy the evening. We will see you next year.